Boogie. Rampage for no one. GG is called.
Hello, welcome to the ESL One Hamburg closed qualifiers for the China region grand finals.
It's looking good. We're to the 1-1 mark already now, so we're gonna have at least 4 games overall. You know, including the
well,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 1-1 apiece now. Newbee riding their momentum again. See what Aster do to adjust going into this game. I feel like they need just to make sure they can fight a little bit earlier. Just make sure, you know, because Newbee have been doing a really good job at fighting early today, pushing their advantage. And
Yeah, they clearly want to do some hitting. They want to fight. That's great. That's great to see, and that's usually what we see from Aster. So we'll see how they adjust going into game number 2. But you know, do you think Aster need to adjust their play that game?
yeah, they just need to make sure they can pick a hero that can jump, that can, you know, catch. Make sure they have some instant lockdown. I think that's the most important thing for them.
Okay. All right, let's get into this draft because it is underway as we have Newbee versus Team Aster at a 1-1 stance in this best of 5 so far. And we have Vengeful Spirit and Elder Titan coming out from Newbee. Meanwhile, Team Aster, they've got the Bane and they've got the Pugner.
Yeah, I like that Newbee go back for this Elder Titan again. We saw it from them yesterday. They did this Bane ET combo twice. Unfortunately, Aster pick up the Bane for themselves first, so Newbee going to have to pick up the Venge to pair up with the Elder Titan this time instead. The only thing I would say is that they've opened with their support duo, which is very rare for any kind of team to do at the moment. So it allows Aster to snap up this Pugner.
Yeah. And there's, again, you know, there's no real second guessing Newbee's draft. You know what these two heroes are going to be doing. You know where they're going to be playing. That makes things quite easy for Team Aster. And you know, this Pugner is a great hero to pick up early in the draft because he can play any lane.
Yeah, we've seen support Pugners before. You know, off lane, mid, anything can be possible with this guy.
Safe lane Pugner is pretty, like, not unheard of either. You know?
I think they just need to pick up some kind of burst damage here. Like, the pairs up well with the Elder Titan Spirit. You know, we saw them play Zeus yesterday, was a good option, but against Pugner, that matchup's a little bit weird, because obviously the Pugner can just die, but the Netherward's so difficult for the Zeus to play into. I don't know what kind of hero they want to go for. I think that's what makes this Pugner pick so good as well, that, you know, that they're going to want to pick up some kind of magic burst damage, which, you know, the Netherward really makes you struggle with.
Was it Newbee who played the Elder Titan yesterday?
Yes, they played it twice with the Bane.
Worked very well for them.
That's a nice pick. I like that a lot. We've seen this Marauder ET combo work before. It works well with the Venge as well. So you can put this Marauder in either side lane at the moment, and it would work well with either support. And this is something we saw. You saw Serenity run a lot of TI, this Elder Titan Marauder combo.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, it's sleep in makes it an easy setup for the arrow. And, yeah, you can also get some shenanigans with swap as well if you're feeling fancy.
I think they're probably going to pick up their second support here on Aster. They need a position. Yeah, okay. I was going to say they probably need some kind of team fight here, which would be really nice.
I love this Phoenix, actually. I really like this Phoenix. It still leaves their draft nice and ambiguous. You know, the Phoenix can do anything, go anywhere. And it's this nice team fight hero, as you say, and it gives them a lot of options with how they can play this game now. You know, they're not locking themselves down to one strategy.
Imagine if you could decrypt the egg.
No, I don't want to imagine that. Why would you say that? What if Icerock's listening? What if?
I mean, Mirana's usually pretty good against Phoenix because you get the leap attack speed talent, but it just causes chaos in the fights as well, which that's the bit I like about the Phoenix.
Yes, yeah, and I love that. I really like Phoenix as a 4 as well because you can always, you know, if you pop that egg, you still have to be prioritized. Yeah, you know, it's something you can ignore. You
get to level 10 with the GPM, you scale pretty well as well. You can get a lot of items. This Void pick's interesting. We've seen this in the past series today already. It's a really good pairing with the ET. You know, you use the Chrono, follow it with the Earth Splitter. We've seen that again so far this tournament, which is... Was it Newbee that played it? I don't think it was it?
I cannot remember.
I can't remember who played it.
It might have been Serenity, but I'm not too sure.
So, the thing is when you use this egg, so now they can just...
Legion Commander.
Oh, yes! Alrighty, we got the XXS Legion Commander coming out. I've been waiting for that pick since Aster started playing, and very glad to see it rising its head again.
It's really good lockdown as well. So, you know, you use the duel, use the egg at the same time. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" They all throw, you know, to flip their keyboards over and panic. And it's a really good pairing with the Phoenix as well in the lane. You can output so much pressure. It shows that it's probably going to be a Pugna mid, but that's okay. XXS Legion is definitely worth it. And it gives them some hard, like, piercing BKB lockdown as well, which they lack at... Well, they've got the grip, but, you know, the grip onto a Face's voice is probably going to get cancelled out. It's a bit harder with the duel. At least they have some way of locking him down before he can get that chrono off.
Yeah, it's not the best Legion game, has to be said. You know, the arrow it makes you a very vulnerable target for arrow, for stomp, for earthsplitter. Venge can also swap as well, which can be super annoying, and Face's Void can obviously chrono on your head as well. So all of them do pretty well versus Legion in one way or another. But at the same side, you know, Legion Commander can wake up people who are trapped in these long stuns. So if they're put to sleep, or if they're caught by a long arrow, then Legion Commander could just be like, "Hey, buddy, wake up. It's all right."
It's really good offensively and defensively, this game. That's why I like the Legion.
Yeah.
And they've been very successful with this hero so far. Glad to see them pick it up again. I think they have like some burst damage for the duel in the Pugna, so they kind of need more sustained damage here to come out. They need some way of taking objectives. They have this Pugna, but like their Roche taking potential, for example, is pretty bad on Aster. They just need some form of physical damage here, I think. Yeah, I was going to say Luna, which actually just got banned out by Newbee, but I would have liked to have seen that.
Maybe like an Ursa or something. Seems quite good. You can get the Aghanims, then you can enrage inside the chrono. Wait, can you do that?
A good question. I'm not sure. I'll be honest. We don't really see Void too often anymore, so I don't really check there any interactions for him. It's yeah, they ban out the Invoker. SCCC would have been a good pick for them. You know, they've got a lot of Sunstrike setups with the Stomp, with the Arrow, with the Chrono. Would have been great. And, you know, Legion's also a sitting duck during the duel for the Sunstrike as well.
Yeah, and Bane for the ulti as well.
It feels like Newbee are very much focused around this Void ET combo at the moment, though. They need some like hero that can come online quickly, just fight for them all the time, and so that's not so cooldown reliant. And something like a Lena is something that we've seen before from Newbee. But again, against the Netherward, might be a bit of an issue. What do Aster go for?
The Phantom Assassin Legion Commander. What is going on, Team Aster? Throwing us a curveball. This is what I like to see. You know, the last game they picked pretty meta. You know, Conquer. It wasn't Aster. It was too slow for them. In this game, they were all about the pacing. I like it.
Yeah, much prefer this draft from Aster. I liked their draft last time, but it just didn't work out that way for them. Newbee just put the pressure on too much, and I think their early game's a lot stronger this time. They have good team fight with the Egg. They have good lockdown with the Duel and the Fiend's Grip, and it forces this Void in the Mirana to be building MKBs as well. Like when you're against this ET Spirit that's you know, following you around, reducing your armor. Oh. Okay.
I mean, this is pretty brave from Newbee, right? Because Pugna is not one of these heroes which just is like, oh, there's an alchemist in my lane, I can't do anything about it. Pugna can put some damage down on SCCC and zone him out in some situations. Depends how they play the lane, obviously. There's not going to be any rotations coming in, I don't think, for the Alchemist, though. These side lanes are going to be preoccupied with the Legion and the PA, so...
Yeah, you have the Decrep as well on the Pugna to mess with the Alchemist CS, so...
Yeah.
It's not too bad. They have good lockdown as well, like we've mentioned, with the Duel, with the Bane, the Fiend's Grip. And it's all about this Newbee coming online quickly as well with this Alch. They need to try and fight around this good team fight combo, you know, hit this kind of like 30-minute mark again where the Alch 6-slotted, you know, maybe giving an Ags away as well. But I'm not sure it's going to be quite so smooth sailing for them.
No, perhaps not. Perhaps not. So, my money, it's going to go to Team Aster this game. I'm sorry, I can't doubt the XXS Legion Commander, and I just like their lanes. I like their pacing. I think this is a nice draft for them. You know.
Sure, I'm going to go with Newbee.
Okay.
I like their teamfight combo. I thought I'd make it interesting again.
Yeah.
I like their teamfight combo. Like I think this out can come online really quickly. You know, he can always just go back to the jungle and farm if he wants to. As soon as he gets like an armor item as well, the PA suddenly doesn't feel like she's as much of a problem. I think Newbee have answers. You know, it's just going to be the execution which makes me choose them because they've done really well so far today. I think they can execute these fights well, and it's in Flame Void. How do you go against this man?
I mean, quite easily.
Oh, come on,
quite easily.
Don't be like that.
XXS Legion Commander wants to have a word with you.
Yeah, that's true. He did play very well on the Legion yesterday. But it's this ET has been really good so far this tournament. The only thing I would say is they don't really have like this burst damage to pair up with the Spirit like we saw from them yesterday, but I think that's alright. I think they can get away with it.
Alrighty, we shall see. Game number 2 out of 3 wins. Things are confusing. But just trust me when I say it's game number 2. It's Aster versus Newbee. And one apiece right now. Back to the old best of 3. Who can take it? Well, when these two teams clashed yesterday, it was Aster who took it in a 2-0. But now, Newbee, they're the first ones to win a game here, and Aster haven't won a game yet. It's just the default win so far. So, quick pause to start things off. But most things we've got to be excited about is definitely got to be the XXS Legion commander just running down the lane, screaming at people and taking duel. Can we get over 300 duel damage this game?
Was it 258 yesterday? I think was the record.
Indeed. Yeah, yeah, that's the current record we're sitting on.
I'm impressed by myself that I remembered that. I'll be honest. That was.
How many? What's the most duel damage we've ever had in a competitive game?
Good question. Not sure. I'll try and find out after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tweet him after the game. Find out.
Yeah. Just tweet them all the statsmen.
This what's the Phoenix started with? He's actually started with 2 sentries on the Phoenix.
Big.
Okay. So they want to put a lot of focus down on maybe blocking some out camps or just making sure they have the vision advantage at the start. They'll probably try and look to D-ward mid so that the Pugner has the high ground, vision advantage.
Yeah, very possibly. Very possibly. Still think it's a little bit interesting. Ah, some cute emojis coming out from Boca.
Bobica loves the all chat, doesn't he?
He does, and he loves those little faces as well.
Him and Faith love tipping each other as well every single game.
Yeah. Such cuties.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I don't know if you saw, they just pinged the towers, but it's really important that Pugner takes this mid tier 1 and the bottom tier 1 early on so that they can have access to this jungle in the bot side. Try and force this Alchemist away. Try and really squeeze them and try and push them out of their jungle. Because they do have a greedy lineup on this Radiant side. The Alk, the Void, and the Mirana all need farm. They don't really have anybody to play around at that kind of 10-minute mark, which is where Newbee might just struggle. But they can come back with the team fight.
The team fight is going to be very interesting though, because we're going to have so much single target on the side of Aster, and then an egg in the middle of it all, and I guess a Pugner Blast going off as well. And then over on the side of Newbee, you've got basically, depending on how well his Alchemist does, basically an Alchemist running around on the front lines with Radiance, and then the Void to look out for as well. There's gonna be a lot going on. I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of shouting though.
I hope so. Love a good shout.
Great. I'm your boy.
This mid ward race is going on here.
2 heroes, 1 ward. That's Triple C.
Oh, he just spotted the Pugner ward.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Get me that vengeful spirit. Go on, get over there. He just throws him on the floor. The madman. Just no sense for his own safety.
I love that he gives the sentry to the Alk as well, so he gets the Grievel's Greed gold.
Yeah.
Extra bonus for the Alk on the D ward.
Then they're going to get the runes as well. Man, it's Triple C. He's going to get like a bottle. Just flat out. Do you reckon... Okay. Do you reckon he waits so that he gets the extra... No, it doesn't apply to runes. Never mind. 104 gold.
That extra 4.
Value they just created for themselves. This is what separates the pros from the nots.
Oh, I love that S-Triple-C actually buys another sentry ward to send to Faith for this bot lane. That's very clever. Okay, they don't actually send the courier out.
This is going to be a big fight, though. Like, they're ready to go here. S-Triple-C is just going around the back. He wants to take the bounty for himself. But they've actually got the Bane, the arrow to follow up as well. But the Qualifier is out onto Fenrir, though.
Oh my
now
God.
they're just going to have to chase him down. 2 bounty runes.
They're going to get all 4.
It's going to be all 4. Oh, no. And first blood as well. Newbee,
look at the net worth, please, already. They're already at the 1k mark.
Oh, no.
They get the D ward mid as well.
5k gold advantage at 20 seconds into the game. All according to plan, Styler. All according to plan, indeed. It's... Well, we got a game of Dota.
Yeah, this is really nice. What a great start for Newbee. That must be such morale boosting as well.
It's a shame they're going to lose.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that.
It's a curse. If you get all 4 bounty runes, you've already lost. It's just a curse.
Is that a stat?
Yes.
I wonder what the win percentage is. I'll find that out as well after
0%.
the game. 0%. This decrep is so annoying for the Alchemid. Luckily for him, it has a fairly long cooldown at level 1 in 15 seconds. So.
Yeah, it's still like, those precious few last hits can make all the difference to an Alchemist's game.
He's missing another 2 CS because of that decrep.
Yeah, and then Pugner just throws down the Crab 5 and the Nether Blast and gets a bunch of TS himself. He's playing the lane well. It's pleasure to watch D-Stones.
This Legion though in the bot lane is doing really well against the Mirana. They are bullying her hard.
Yeah, Miranas can always struggle a little bit to CS versus like melee heroes and such. You know, she's got a slow right-click animation. The arrows aren't that quick traveling projectiles. You know, it's.
Really nice by Faith here on the Venge as well to just make sure he stole some of that small camp XP away from the Phoenix. You know, Phoenix is one of these really level-dependent heroes.
Waxy taking a bit of damage here. XXS getting on him, and they're just keeping him slept so that the creep wave comes in.
Oh, the arrow!
Odds with the arrow! Oh, it stops the overwhelming odds like mid-animation. That was crazy.
Yeah, really
Meanwhile,
nice.
up in the top lane, which we have neglected this top lane. You keep an eye on bottom, make sure no happens there.
Okay.
I'll talk about the lovely top lane. See, this is coordination. So Sylar laning up versus Inflame on the Faceless Void. So in level 6, it's going to be quite useful, sorry, because you can just time walk off the crits. But overall,
bot lane as well.
pretty good.
Oh no, they missed a stomp. Okay.
Oh, shame.
They just missed.
Oh, but the arrow does connect again. Moogie feeling like Legolas right now, but can't do the rest of the damage to XXS. Yeah, sometimes, you know, if you hit the arrow, then you got to go for the kill. It's law.
XXS actually brought out 2 salves as well. He's just used one and he still has 1 left over. So unless it was, it might have been Fenrir's salve actually. I'm not sure, but
very possibly. Meanwhile, up at top, you got the Faceless Void versus Sylar, as we just said before. Baboka helping out on the Phoenix as well, but both of them trying to kind of stay away from the lane a little bit because both of these two heroes really want to find their 6s at a good time. So it's kind of like both the supports poking the lanes, but you know, wanting to be a threat, but not wanting to like sap XP. So it's a bit of a weird one.
This top lane though, I like that he's put an early point in time dilation against the PA as well. It's really nice. Like if you can get her to use the dagger and the Phantom Strike, she use the time dilation, she gets slowed down so much.
Yeah. But Inflame, you know, he's not time walking off any of these daggers because he's got this wand, so he's just a stick. So he's just like, yeah, you know, I'll have help. But Faith in trouble. Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. The stun does get thrown out onto the PA.
Is he? Oh, he's okay. Only level 1 dive, so it doesn't do a huge amount of damage.
Now Inflame will have to play dodge the Fire Spirit. I was actually out of them. Never mind. Use them all pretty quick.
Oh, they get the range creeps. Oh no, they re-aggro them again. That was really nice by Faith.
Alrighty, and then back to the mid lane, which we haven't looked at a whole lot. But
have you seen the CS?
Oh no.
He has 20 denies on the Pugner. Look at the level difference between them.
Oh god.
This is what we mentioned about the Alk in the
Alk is
drafting phase.
literally like 0 XP into level 4. This is rough.
This lane's really hard for him.
This is worse than rough. This is catastrophic. You need to... I don't know. He can play catch-up, but...
The thing is, though, he can play catch-up, but who's making space for him? Like, who's going to make the space for him to catch up?
Well, when Chronosphere is up, they've got that. Meanwhile, Faith goes down in the top lane. Bottom lane, Moogie just getting chased off.
Look at Fenrir. He's just backstabbing. I thought he might have a ward on him there. Looks like it's... Where's the courier for the dire side? Do they have any wards? No. I was just saying they're on the Phoenix, so I would have liked to have seen them put down a ward there to try and see whether when the Alk was going back to the jungle, but...
Slope up on the other time. The arrow is going to miss, and Fenrir does still manage to get the bounty. He's going for the second one as well. No, he's not. Never mind. There's an Astral Spirit in the way. XXS comes around the back and gets it anyway, actually doing a lot of damage to that overwhelming odds. Coming forwards, but they don't want to overcommit, so they'll just back themselves away and leave it on a low HP exchange instead.
Yeah, I don't like that Moogie hasn't put a second point in arrow. When you're playing with a reliable arrow setup like the Stomp, having the second point in the arrow increases the percentage damage on it massively. 50 to 140 is huge.
Yeah.
You don't really have the mana to spam out Starfall all the time.
Okay, I follow your logic.
We don't need to put any more than 2 points in.
We don't want to get carried away, would we? Well, now Pugner in this middle lane, he's literally just going to Decrepify and Life Drain SCCC every time he comes into this. So that's the jungle for you now.
These jungle camps for the Alk aren't even that nice, so there's a Centaur camp and a Hellbear camp as well.
No, not even any satyrs. And then Mud Golems.
I bet it's another Centaur camp. You ready? Oh.
Mud Golem. Oh, Mud Golems are pretty good at it.
That's nice for Triple C. Yeah. Waitsy steals away the Arcane Rune, which would have been very nice on the Pugner. Just being able to push this tower in. Especially with the siege creep. So.
You know what I want to see?
Dude, look at this pain.
Fenrir is just like, yeah, some XP. Sweet. Level 3 now. Hey, we'll see.
Oh, we got him good. Got the mud.
Yeah, take that, Mud Golem. Well, I mean, SZZ can't do anything anyway, so he doesn't have enough health to stick around and fight Fenrir, so pretty awkward. But yeah, do you know, I want to see a hard camp, which is just, oh, hold on. Hold on. SZZ in trouble, been set on fire. Fenrir is here as well with the right clicks. They can bring him down, no problems at all. Wigsy comes in, but it's too little too late.
And they steal some of the CS away as well.
Just TPs on the top of the steps. There's nothing to be done.
Oh, top lane. Yep, Bobica.
Okay.
TPs and dies, yeah.
It's sad. PA
they have the chrono.
Yeah, they've got the chrono, should they want to use it. I'm actually surprised they're not. Just chrono. Just chrono. Just use a chrono. Use a chrono. Use a chrono. Okay, there we go. We have the chrono.
I think they're just waiting for the next Venge stun.
Boop. And there's the go.
And Inflame gets the
I feel like Sylar was waiting for that as well, actually.
Yeah.
They probably just wanted to make the death take as long as possible, because they knew they had the kill. There's nothing that the PA can actually do about that, so she's just like attacking him. She wasn't actually trying to kill him, though.
And this is really nice by Inflame as well, because they're forcing this top tier 1 in. Talked about them needing to make space. And
Yep.
you know, Inflame's trying.
The ATPing back in, wants to go for round 2. Not so tough without your chrono now, are you, Void?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
Still
takes
pretty
tower.
tough. Yeah.
Alright. Well, Sylar, you know, he tried. Come on, dagger the range creep. Dagger the range creep. Dagger the range creep. How is this range creep not...
Oh my, that's tilting.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm not even playing on a team, I'm mad.
No, look at these two wards by the dire side, the Radiant jungle. They're just... They want to know where this Alk is all the time, so he heads top side instead. Try and catch back up.
Gets found by Bobica again.
Yep.
Hello.
He's not even level 6 yet on the Alk. Oh boy.
Okay. Oh, Courier as well? Can they find that? Oh, they have the Fortify. Things are getting... Things started out well from Newbee. It's not going that badly, you know? PA's... Void's doing okay.
Yeah, he's farming alright, but the Morano and the Alk are really suffering. I think the CS that Alk has is kind of like it's all just jungle creeps anyway.
Yeah, we'll throw it over to the net worth and get a proper read on things since there is an Alchemist in the game. But you wouldn't think it. Currently sitting at about position 6 on the net worth chart, so yeah, not where he wants to be.
Yeah, they have to try and fight around this chrono really well on Newbee. Just wait for that to be up again.
Look at D-Stones though, just non-stop chasing SCCC. Did actually waste the life drain there as it got cancelled right as he cast it. Fenrir in a lot of trouble now as the arrow comes in.
Oh, the stop.
Phoenix! No, he jumps into the stop, but the turnaround kill is there. Mugi and Wakey just going down, and now the duel on the backline is going to go on to Venge. This should be the first bit of damage for the Legion Commander coming through. Now D-Stones does get hunted down by SCCC though. So Aster losing out a little bit here.
That's a big kill for SCCC. They're getting 438 gold.
Yeah. And
he's going to take this, be able to take this triple stack here as well. So he's going to be right back up into the net worth charts again after this.
Do you still commit for the Radiance, or do you go for like something else?
Oh yeah, 100%. You still go for the Radiance. I think you have to. It's really nice against the PA and the Legion as well, having that mischance available.
Yeah, true. True.
Dude, these dire wards, there's just like a line across the map.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we've seen this before. Or no, we saw it earlier today. From Newbee, I think, when they just wanted this vision. Just make a corridor of wards you can never get past without revealing.
I just need to know where the Alk's farming all the time, so they can keep pressuring him. But I think this is the best way, is to be able to just take towers like you see at the moment. The Pugner, they took the mid tier 1, like we mentioned before, now take the bot tier 1, open up this bot half of the map. Try and push the Alk towards the top side, where you can try and take control there.
SCCC just farming away now, feeling a little bit better about life as he does head towards this this Radiant.
Yeah, look, he's suddenly top of the net worth chart again. All it takes is one good fight. They finally managed to punish that Pugner.
That's actually insane. Like, he's gone from like position 6 to position 1 and after like one good fight. Even leaving him wards and such.
Bobica is level 6 now on the Phoenix though, so he has the egg available, which is really going to help their team fight.
I think another important thing is that D-Stones, who was at the top of net worth, has not been farming. Like, he's just been roaming. Since the end of the laning phase, he's just been going around and getting kills and fighting. So that means that his net worth has dropped off considerably because he hasn't been killing everybody. He's just been getting the occasional kill.
I love what Inflame's doing. He's playing so aggressively. He has Chrono up, so he knows it's really difficult for Aster to be able to try and kill him off.
Gonna go for it anyway. They actually find the Venge here, but there's the Earthbird being used immediately. The Chrono as well, positioned perfectly just to get the Legion Commander, and the egg doesn't last as they jump forward. Inflame going for the TP out, but gets nightmared up. Where are you going, son? Inflame goes for the Time Walk, and the block's out from XXS. As to grab the fight, there's another boss, and a nice sleep catches all three. Fenrir alone cannot do it. And Inflame's actually going to get away.
Yeah, they already committed to the duel to the Venge. Unfortunately, the Bane isn't level 6 yet, so didn't have the grip available to punish the Void there. It was really nice, but again...
What happened to the egg in that fight?
They used the Chrono on the Legion to stop the duel, and then the Void and the Elder Titan just hit the egg between them and it died.
Did not last long.
Bot lane. Mugi and Boka just battling out.
Yeah. Just a couple of boys.
Oh, XXS has Blinking 3.
Up. Where's that duel? Gotta find it. But they can't close the gap. I think Mugi might die to Fang. Oh, he's got no more fires left. Oh, there we go. Okay, he stops to fire an arrow.
Did you just call it a fly? He's got no more flies left.
Got no more flies left. Yeah.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Fireflies.
I respect that.
Or, I don't know.
I thought you meant the Morana leaps.
Maybe. I'm not sure what I was talking about anymore. That's in the past. I have a memory of about 2.5 seconds.
This Bane actually has the tome. I thought the Phoenix took it, but he got to level 6 by purely farming an XP.
I think I need the tome.
You definitely do need to get smarter and get more levels. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
This Pugna Netherwall gets dropped mid. They're going to just try and chip away at this tower.
Yep, start the old Pugna Siege. Just throw down some Nether Blasts. But I'll turn the high ground. He's pretty annoying to deal with. He's pretty good at pushing out these waves.
Yeah, they have really good high ground. It's really difficult for Aster to go high ground this game. You know, into the ET, into the Void. There's the swap available as well. Hulk Acid Spray.
Yep, so Aster just going down bottom now. This tier 2's already taken a bit of damage, so they're just going to keep going.
This Hulk almost has Radiance. It's up 1,200 gold away, and it's 13.5 minutes into the game. After the start he had, I find that amazing.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
SCCC's recovered really well here.
He has. And bottom tower does fall, but, you know, Inflame's doing a great job at top as well. It's pretty low, and this was just one guy the whole game, just hasn't moved lane.
He actually got Hood up as well on the Void. That's interesting.
Yeah. For some of us, the laning phase never ends.
So that's because you always have 2k net worth the whole game.
Yes. Going for the Shadowblade this time, which... I guess it gives you attack speed for the egg at least, but...
Yeah, it's really nice to help you dodge all the wards as well and get a nice Chrono off.
Yeah, the Silver Edge would be fantastic versus the Phantom Assassin, actually.
It's really good against the Legion as well. Stop the moment of courage.
Yeah.
It's a good Silver Edge game if he gets to that point, but he needs to make space, which is why I like the Shadowblade. He might go for an Axe at some point this game as well, which would be pretty nice. Just have that Chrono up and available, you know, all the time.
Legion is indeed going for the Blade Mail. No surprises. Now PA going straight for the Battle Fury.
Oh, he's getting Battle Fury. Okay.
Sylar wants to farm.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think they can be quite happy to just go late here on Aster. Oh, Mugi.
Oh, he's still got 2 leap charges available. No real risk. So Void with the Shadowblade, you know, it's a bit of a threat. I wouldn't call it a particularly big timing though. I think they're pretty strong now anyway. But Faceless Void is not going to do anything in these Chronos right now. Like, Chronos are just a big pretty bubble, nothing else.
Oh, are they going to get the grip off here?
They can use it if they want. Yeah, they'll use it. And with the duel as well, just the extra...
the stomp!
Oh, and the stomp as well! Just throw down the Chrono Spear, throw down everything! Newbee!
Where's the damage, though?
Fight. Yeah, exactly. That's what we were saying before, right? And now they leap forwards. Arrow does connect onto the Legion Commander, but that's fine.
The
Bobica?
Oh, he gets him.
Yeah, he does indeed.
What a play by Wakesy.
Wakesy is ready.
I told you he had the series of his life last time. He's doing it again.
Ready to go. Ready to perform. No matter the circumstances. Meanwhile, SCCC's got himself a Radiance, is just farming up now.
He's quite happy to. Yeah, but this is something we mentioned in the draft, like in that team fight. They use the chrono, they use the splitter, and then it's like, well, what happens next?
And if in so many cases, in so many games, that is just the game-winning combo. You know, he gets the stomp off, it was fantastic, and then they throw down the Earth Splitter on top, and then they chrono everybody as well, and they both get, like, 2 of them get Earth Splitter together inside the chrono. And what does it do?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. You're 100% right, McLaren. I mean, the actual, like, the Earth Splitter did a lot, but, you know, if you can't finish off the kills, if you don't have any damage to follow up with, then it's pretty useless. And, but, I mean, I guess the Alchemist and the Mirana... the Mirana's going Yules, though. I don't like this. Like, Alchemist won't be able to get off his damage that reliably. I feel like you need one of these two to be able to hit people down.
It's okay. It's really good against the Legion if you can just send him up in the air when he uses duel to stop his damage coming out. It's decent against the Pugna. You can take off the decrep, sets up well for the arrow, but yeah, it feels a bit underwhelming.
No, they could be in trouble here. They spot him out up on the high ground though, but thankfully they broke the smoke coming up the hill, which means that Aster don't seem to be able to follow up on this.
Yeah, they see this
very tense. The Moonlight Void actually places the wards himself because he knows he's got the Quelling Blade, he's got the Time Walk. Support goes in, they'll just die immediately, but they know that they can follow up from the Void.
I love that he popped the hood active there before he went into attack the ward as well.
Yeah,
because he knew
like
that
extra protection.
Yeah, exactly. They might just jump him while he's trying to do it, so play it safe.
Now Chrono is off cooldown, so Newbee might see some action from them now. But I don't think they should. Because of the way they built their items, I don't think they can actually take fights very well at all right now.
Yeah, they need to just keep farming at the moment on Newbee. This Al's going to get a Manta soon, which is really important, because if you check the Phoenix,
we go up to high ground. XXS cannot find Faith, though. Faith just going to stun up. Okay, they get him. They get him. Sylar comes in the back, and that's more than enough damage to bring down just a little Venge.
I like what Faith did, though. He used the Ancient Camp to try and stop the Legion from chasing him, because if that Root Creep had got like a decent route off onto the Legion, he might not have been able to get the duel. So,
yep.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything in the end, but
oh, no.
It's still nice.
Got to appreciate the subtleties of Dota, something I would have missed myself.
Yeah, sorry, the point I was going to make before is that Alk really needs this Manta up soon, because this Bobica Phoenix basically has a Spirit Vessel. He's almost got it, about 100 gold away.
Yeah.
So, needs to be able to purge that one off.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. Like, it's 9% the hero, but they're actually jumping forward on SCCC here with the sun coming down as well. But XXS just leaves him. Goodbye, Baboka. XXS trying to TP out of this one, but the Chrono is used. The Yules as well. Send that Legion up into the air. Beat him out from all directions. He's a goner. XXS bites the dust.
Yeah, that was a very much of trying to make a power play egg, I felt like. It was a little bit questionable. I feel like he's kind of been really aggressive with his egg positionings. You know, it has a massive AoE with this stun, so maybe just hold it back a bit. Don't need to be.
Yeah, especially when it's still level 1. You know.
Yes.
Like 7 attacks is. So no, it's not 7 attacks.
It's 5 attacks.
It's 5 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing it fast and loose.
I love how they tell you the scepter description for level 1 egg, as if you're going to be able to farm up an Ags on a Phoenix while the egg's still level 1.
Oh, Fenrir could be in trouble as Newbee jump him. Fenrir nowhere to go. Just going to try and get a life step up before he goes down. I always love that as Bane. If you're being jumped, you just go get one more life step, and they took like 200 more damage to you now. Just go down.
Is that a Mask of Madness? Yeah, okay, PA. That's
PA.
Interesting.
Wow.
I'm not sure about that. It obviously helps your farming speed when you're pairing up with the Battle Fury, especially, which is really nice. But
yeah,
no, you're playing against an Alk Acid Spray, Avenge Wave of Terror, and an ET.
Yeah, your armor's low enough as it is.
Or maybe he's thinking, well, I'm not going to have any armor anyway. What's the point? I might as well just make it even less. Oh, mid. Bobica might be in trouble.
Being beaten down, but in comes a duel, and with the Fiend Scrape as well, this could be Face's Void going down. The bash does still mean that the duel victory is there. Now Sylar jumps in and brings down Faith as well. Stun fired out, does finish off Bobica. Can they get SCCC? Yeah, in comes Sylar. Oh, the Manta dodge onto the Stifling Dagger, though. Not going to slow down SCCC as he gets away from this fight. But Aster going to be happy with that.
Yeah, that was really nice. The bash from the Void almost stopped the dual damage coming out, which would have been very sad really for XXS. But yeah. Up to 56 damage now on the Legion. It's pretty good.
XXS always knows where to find this damage from. Always. You know, interestingly, compared to other Legion players, you know, XXS obviously, like, the duel is more about the lockdown than it is about the damage side of things. But XXS always goes in really, really early with the duel, even if they're already being fiend scripted. And I don't really know why that is, honestly.
The thing is, though, because he's so tanky, if he just blinks in early and he forces spells to be used on him, they have to try and deal with him. Otherwise, it's a free duel win. So all of a sudden, if they're using all their spells on the Legion, they're not using them on people like the PA and such.
Chrono thrown down. And the Earth Splitter as well. Down goes D-Stones. Phoenix in trouble as well as the Murata comes into everything, but the Duel is out. And with the Blade Mail, they're just bringing her back, but it's not enough. Mugi is going to drop, and now goes Faith as well. Inflame just going to jump down to the river. Doesn't want anything to do with this fight anymore, but there's a sleep coming through from Fenrir. They have the lockdown for him. Is he going to go off another time walk? Sleep used. And Newbee trying to get out with their 3 heroes. But Inflame not living very long versus this damage. Down he goes. 3 kills for Aster.
He's very much a utility hero at this point with the Shadow Blade and the Hood. He doesn't really do a huge amount of damage, so when their Chrono comes out, that's great. They get the combo up, but what are you doing afterwards?
Absolutely.
You have to respect this turnaround from Aster with the duel, with this PA jumping in.
Roshan falling eventually, but will fall. There doesn't seem to be a response, although they are sending in some out illusions, but it's just too late. Sylar now has the Aegis.
Is that a Dagon on the Pugner? Yeah. It's pretty good against the Alk Manta illusions as well, being able to instantly kill them off. Dagon can just one-hit illusions now.
Yeah, who's got the... oh, it's Phoenix with the Spirit Vessel.
Yes, yeah.
So why does D-Stones have this casual... Vitality boost? You're going for the Aeon Disc? Yeah.
Yes.
So just quick buy.
It's really nice. Stop this, if you're ever playing against the Void, it makes Aeon Disc such a good item.
Really does, yeah.
It completely negates this whole kind of like team fight lineup.
Whole point of what Void wants to do.
What's the Aeon Disc active combo breaker? Yeah, that's it. Like, it tells you in the description, the name.
Oh, stomp out onto 3. Not bad. The sleep going to hold them up a bit. Now the arrow connects onto the Pugner. Pugner in a lot of trouble, but Sylar popping that BKB, wants to go in here. D-Stones will drop. Now the Fiend script from Fenrir from the long range. They swap him back though. Meanwhile, Sylar just fighting it up, but the Sun, S-Triple-C, the dagger, it doesn't crit, but he will as he jumps in himself under the Tier 2 tower. Now the duel comes out in the middle of it, all Legion Commander versus the Mirana. The Mirana will fall thanks to the dagger from Sylar. S-Triple-C coming back in though, wants to stun up Sylar, immediately woken up by XSS.
He still has the Aegis as well on the PA, so...
Yeah, happy to go.
That was such a good nightmare by Fenrir. The Alk stun was about to come out to kill the Phoenix, and Fenrir kept him alive with it. That was insanely good.
Wow. Fenrir making the plays that fight. I mean, the Fiend's grip from the other side of the trees onto the Alchemist at just maximum range was absolutely madness as well.
Yeah,
we've seen some Aether Lens. That's crazy.
We've seen some great Bane gameplay today so far, and again this game he's using all his spells correctly.
He's pulling his load, isn't he?
It sounds easy when you say, like, oh, just use your spells correctly, but it's really not, especially in a high, pressure game like this. Whoever wins gets to qualify for a land, so...
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Phantom Assassin just picked up the triple stifling dagger talent.
Yeah, sure, why not? You've
Love
got the lifesteal from the Mask of Madness, so... You'll probably break it down into a Satanic and a Butterfly later. It's looking good for Aster so far. They're dealing really well with the Alk. Like, the PA's almost at the same net worth, so...
Yeah, the Alchemist has been farming well, but he just doesn't feel like he's online.
Yeah, he needs an armor item now after the blink. I think he needs to get the Shivas before the Octarine this game. Like most games, I think this would be fine to get the Octarine first, but against the PA and the Legion, you need this armor up. Oh, he just buys out for the Soul Booster instead, okay.
Alright, you do you. Not sure if buying out for a Soul Booster is the wisest choice I've ever seen, but you know.
It makes him a bit more tanky though.
Yeah, helps him survive, yeah. 425 health and mana is nothing to shake a stick at.
He needs to get this level 20 talent on the Alk as well. That stun damage is absurd. They're going to get a deep ward down here in the base. They might look and try and just fake back here and actually take a fight.
S-Triple-C cooks up the stun anyway, so good luck.
Oh,
what a player. So good.
We say that, but how many times have we casted games where they actually keep messing it up all the time?
Oh yeah, no, I'm genuinely impressed. Aster just kind of asserting map dominance right now, not really giving Newbee much space to breathe. It's the plan of the game. Choke him out a little bit, you know.
Yes, definitely. Chinese region, much better at this than any other region, I think. Just, you know, keeping the control. And again, something we've talked about before loads is when Aster get ahead, they stay ahead. They are very difficult to break down. They didn't really have that last game. They were never ahead in the first place. But this game, they are having a great time. This Mirana doesn't even really feel like a hero at the moment. Can you tell me why Mirana has Blink queued up?
No. It's the simple answer. No, I don't know.
It's so he can blink in and then leap away 3 times.
It's so he can get Aghanims later and then blink into the middle of the chrono.
Okay. I respect that.
Well, Mirana coming pretty far forward here. Mugi will throw down the Eels quite quickly. Phantom did not get that BKB off. Has the Aegis, so doesn't really want to throw down that BKB right now. Aegis is running out in about 20 seconds, so Sylar maybe just wants to die.
Woo!
Yeah, definitely seems like it. Sylar's running in.
He's he might just go for this.
Be careful though. 10 seconds.
Oh, the duel on the Void.
Oh, they get him. Void on the backlines does have buyback.
Yeah, they just need to. This Aegis, there you go. Goes, they'll be fine. I think without the Void being up, they might look to do something, but they have to be very wary of him possibly buying back. Do they have the grip?
Swap out, just grip the Venge instead. Why not? Thank you.
Yeah, Sylar buys back here, so they just need to back off here. Play it safe. Reset. Like we said, just focus on choking out the map rather than trying to force objectives. When you're playing high ground into chrono, it can be really difficult.
The old Chinese chokehold. Got to loosen the grip a little bit with that buyback, but pretty soon they will put their hands back on and get to that neck ringing.
The thing is, they have a 6k net worth advantage, but in reality it's more because they're playing against an AUK.
Yes.
So like his net worth is obviously inflated.
Yeah, this Faceless Void spent so much time in the top lane, you know, got his Hooded Defiance, got his Shadow Blade, and we just haven't seen anything since.
He just doesn't do any damage. It's not like he has a Mask of Madness so he can go around getting solo pickoffs. He has to be playing with this ET so they can actually do damage. And they needed this Mirana to get farmed so she can actually output damage in the chrono as well.
Yes, that's my biggest point of contention here, is that she's gone for this Blink Dagger Yule Scepter build, and, you know, Void's gone for this Shadow Blade Hood build, going for the BKB next, you know. Alchemist can't do anything inside the chronos, so I don't know what these chronos are supposed to be for. We haven't really seen them so far, but, you know, maybe they're just an answer to the, like, to the life drain, to the Legion Commander. I don't really know. Maybe it's just a way to keep the Phoenix still, stop him from egging.
Yeah, maybe. Have you ever seen Queen of Pain blink?
Yes, I have, yeah.
That's very fun.
Quite common in China, isn't it?
Oh, it used to be. I don't know if it is anymore.
Oh, yeah. Off-lane Queen of Pain with a Blink Dagger. Good stuff. That seems like something Aster would play, isn't it?
Yeah, it does actually. You're right. They're very happy to just do their own thing.
Yep, as OG proved, it's absolutely the way to play.
I like this wall that they just put down on the high ground, Newbee. They need to try and take fight around some vision here. They just hold their high ground.
Yeah, but I think, I don't know, what do the Dire have down? They've just got the sentry. Okay, so they can't actually see up here. Yeah, they will see the ward go down, won't they?
No, because the sentry doesn't give vision for all the time. It only gives a little bit of vision before it disappears.
Oh, okay.
I think it lasts like 10 seconds or something, the vision from the sentry.
That's interesting. Well, Newbee do wrangle themselves a little bit of space on this map. For how long, though?
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Mugi pushing out really deep.
He's desperately trying to find some kind of farm here.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant to arrow the...
Catapult.
Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. The thing I would say about this blink is, though, it allows them to play split pushing a lot better. So it's much harder to catch a Mirana that has blink. You know, she doesn't have to commit the leaps to try and get into the trees.
Yeah, but it's still going to take him 24 seconds to kill a creep wave because he needs the double Starstorm because he doesn't do any right-click damage.
It's true. The Alchemist will give him an Axe eventually, don't worry, he'll be fine.
Hooray. Thanks, Alk. Alk did finish off that Octarine and is well on the way to Shiva's Guard as well, so obviously money in the bank. Highest net worth again. Life is good for Alchemist.
Sylar tried to go on Mugi there in the top lane, but he just used him up in the air and blinked away.
See you later.
TP out.
Does have a Basher now, so can't cancel TPs, but yeah. Actually going for the full Abyssal, which is on the courier.
That's really nice. The Vanguard component is really good as well this game. Up against the Void, the AUK. You know, there's not a huge amount of damage coming out from the Radiant side anyway, so with the, you know, effect of the Vanguard coming through, they're really going to struggle to kill this PA. Yeah, and the lockdown from the Abyssals. Always nice.
Newbee gathered up. Are they going for a smoke here? They've got one on Faith. They just want to hold this high ground. Okay, baiting out a little bit maybe.
Yeah,
What can the Dire see?
They have to play around this vision. It's their only chance of winning fights now, I feel like. You know, getting a good chrono off, getting a good Earth Splitter off. Really important they play around the vision.
Aster have definitely slowed down.
They're waiting to try and get a pick off before this second Roche, I think. They can't just walk into the pit against a Void and an ET. It's really hard.
Yeah.
So, just keep choking them out. Like, they have this ward in the bot lane and the mid lane, so they know when they're leaving. You know, Newbee aren't really farming that much at the moment. They're kind of very focused around these, like, Ancient and 2 camps up here, maybe pushing out the top lane.
Yeah, so they're looking to defend from this fight. They know that Aster want to take them. They know that Aster wants to get a pick off before Roshan, so they're just ready for it. And really, this next fight and the next Roshan, very, very important.
Mm-hmm. SCCC has the Shivas now as well, so he has the ability to at least do some damage in the chrono, right? With the Shivas.
How much damage does Optic Blast actually do? 200 magical damage.
These Mantle Illusions from the Alp just die. Dagon's one and life drains the other, and they just disappear.
Pop, pop.
What a combo. PAs.
Hello.
Ooh.
Triple T just with a short
Arrow.
away. Ooh, Fenrir. He is careful. Just playing with arrows. Always a good idea.
Again, everyone kind of like hovering around the Roshan pit without ever really actually committing.
Yes, this is starting to feel more like Chinese Dota, if you ask me.
They're gaining their net worth advantage though on Aster. This is what I mean, they're just choking them out farming them. And when you're against an Alk and you're gaining a net worth advantage, you know, gotta be happy.
Playing the tactical game, but at the same time, you know, you got to think of the psychological side of things, you know. You don't want Newbee to actually believe they have a choice. You don't want Newbee to have time to stop and think about the game and go, actually, there are a lot of ways we can win this.
That was really nice by Inflame there. Did you see that? Him cancelling the smoke? Just breaking it there.
Over from the other side of the trees.
Yeah.
Pretty
And then
nice.
they had
Roshan is going to be attempted, and it's not going to take long to do, so if Newbee want to defend this, they got to be quick. Arrow does fly through, but only lands onto Roche, should just make things easier.
crits. Come on.
Silas is going to stay in the pit by himself. One more crit will be needed. The sleep comes out, but Sylar gets it. Gets a Roshan, gets the Aegis. No steal coming out from Mugi.
Yeah, that was a good attempt by Mugi though. He knew he had the leap available afterwards, so wasn't really worried too much about trying to blink in and steal it away. And now this fight gets really hard for Newbee up against the Aegis. What have they got left in their tank?
I feel like, I don't know, Newbee, they were pretty quick on it, but the PA just did it so quickly that it's very hard to see. Meanwhile, Inflame is invisible. Can drop a chrono here. There's the Aeon Disc coming out onto the Pugner. Inflame goes upwards. Flame has gone upwards, and now it's going to get dueled by the Legion Commander, and they can finish him off in time. 144 duel damage now on XXS. Like, where did this come from? I swear XSS just like cheekily like opens up the source code and like, adds himself a couple of duel wins here and there.
It feels like he does it every game, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We always come to like this 35-minute mark and we're like, oh, how's he got like 600 damage already? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
He gets that 258 damage in that Legion game before without actually even taking the talent at 25. That was
Yes.
bonkers.
Yeah, there was no talent involved in that.
They can slowly chip away now at the towers if they want to with the Pugner, but Sylar seems pretty confident.
Yeah, it's hanging out on the front lines, bathing in the sun ray, having a good time.
Ooh, the arrow.
Okay. They're going to go onto the Bane in the back lines, and they will finish him off just with the... oh, Sylar jumping in, though.
Fenrir buys back as well on the
back.
Bane. He wants to come back into this. He knows this is their go time, but there's so much chip damage coming out from Newbee, it's really difficult for Aster to try and force this. A Wave of Terror, the Aster Spray, so it amps up the damage from the Unstable Concoction with it being physical.
Yeah. But at the same time, they did get a decent amount. You know, they take the tower. It's something. They can now look at shrines.
What if the Blur from PA had a 50% chance to like miss on the physical damage spells as well? Like Alkstun.
Okay. I'm feeling you. You know, I don't think PA needs a buff, honestly.
No, I think you're right.
Just because she's not picked up in pro games does not mean she doesn't stomp 100 pubs a day, but...
No, I don't think the hero's overpowered or anything or stomping.
Oh, no, but...
It's just one of these heroes where if you gain momentum, then it's...
I don't want my friend to start playing Dota 2 and then have a PA which he can't hit or use spells on. They still have this Aegis on Aster, so I don't think they should be afraid of taking fights. I hear a stun.
Whoa!
So good. And another stun.
Well, the arrow.
Okay, that's a decent timing on that.
The thing is, you don't really want to go on the PA while she has the Aegis up. So really difficult.
Oh, jumping in, here we go, trying to bring down the face of Spoid as quickly as possible, but he does get the time walk off, all his health comes back. Now Faith does drop. Aster.
Who did Faith
That's
just
the
swap?
BKB gone.
Was it the Void?
No, Void time walked.
I think they might have done it at roughly the same time.
Oh. Whoopsie.
Which is a little bit awkward. So Faith just gave up his life, unfortunately.
But he did it with good intentions.
He did, yeah, you're right. But again, like it feels like Newbee, they're just getting choked out at the moment. They're getting out farmed up to 14k net worth advantage now. Hovering around that area at least anyway.
Do you know what the Octarine core is from?
Hmm?
Do you know what the Octarine core is referencing?
No.
So it's released, I think, a couple of months after the author Terry Pratchett died, who wrote the Discworld novels. And in those novels, there's an 8th color called Octarine.
Oh, okay.
And only wizards and cats can see it in this book.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's why in the description it says that at the core of spellcraft are spectrums only the very gifted can sense. So, oh, Cronus pick comes out. They've got the Legion Commander, but it's taken a long time to bring it down, but now with some support, they will be able to take down XXS. So a quick literature lesson, followed by a kill onto XXS.
Yeah, that was really nice. They need to try and find pickoffs with this Chrono if they can, or at least use it, because it feels like they're not getting it off in the team fights.
Talk about a game. I thought you were talking about my hint.
Can we just talk about why does Legion get 50 movement speed as a talent, by the way? I'm sure that's not fair.
It's not fair.
What kind of talent is that?
Well, you could get the plus 10% moment proc chance.
Yeah, some games it's okay, but 50 movement speed is so much.
Yeah, it's
a free pair of boots.
It's quite bananas. Yeah, it is. Well, hopefully you've got boots by that stage, but yeah, if you don't have boots, then...
Yeah, but you get to the late game scenario, you can just drop your boots. You don't even need them anymore.
That's true. That's true. I've never thought about that.
Free item.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So how much does Power Treads give you? 50. Oh, yeah. Exactly Power Treads. Oh no. Mirana's got the bug again. Do you see this? Oh, it's fixed.
What's this? Oh, what with the visual bug?
The bobbing head on the on the super rare.
This game's turned into very much a... We are just trying to focus on starving you out rather than actually really try and commit to pushes because they're too difficult at the moment. Yeah.
We can't break our high ground. We're just going to wait for the next Roshan.
This Mirana's going E-Blade Dagon, by the way. It reminds me of the EG TI5. You know where they had the game against E-Home? Where they did they all built like Dagons, and they won against Mega Creeps against E-Home. No.
I know which game you're talking about, but I have no idea when or who or where or what it was.
Come on, dude. Gotta keep it. It's Dota history.
Dota history. I'm not a Dota historian.
Why does Pugna just have Dagon 4? I'm surprised he hasn't tried to build into this Hex sooner.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the guy wants to pop some fools. There's no shame in it.
I love that he's got to Dagon 4 and he's like, I can't upgrade to this last level now. I better leave it at Dagon 4.
That's actually pretty tilting in itself, isn't it? Like, if you're gonna buy Dagons, then you go all the way. You don't stop at 4. Come on.
People's OCD going crazy everywhere.
Yeah. Careful, ladies. D-Stones does not go all the way.
Yeah, this Spirit's revealing the smoke, though.
Sleep up onto the Alchemist with the Fiend Script as well. Legion Commander going to go for a long haul to try and get the Chrono. It catches everybody. Where's the follow-up? Where's the air spitter? It doesn't matter. They're still tearing through the ball. Meanwhile, the backlines, Legion and the PA just keeping everybody back, keeping them busy.
Oh, that's stun.
Chasing down D-Stones. D-Stones has to be careful here. The time walk forward, so down goes D-Stones at last. Phantom Assassin stunned up in the middle of everything. Has no health left. She's just going to die. Now, Legion wants to get out of here. Mugi is chasing. Meanwhile, they actually do find Fenrir.
Faith is just always in the right position at the right time to swap everybody out.
Yes.
He's just always slightly behind. They can never commit onto him, but you know he's always there.
These duels are getting very, very difficult to pull off.
What a chrono though by Inflame as well.
Yep.
That was so nice.
Won the fight, I would say.
They managed to kill the Phoenix before they got egg off. Boca even bought back because he thought he'd be able to get back into that fight, but unfortunately didn't get there.
Legion of PA chased forwards, but just didn't have any support in the end, so they ended up kind of in this weird limbo where they couldn't actually get their damage off, and then, yeah, it all went bad.
Have you seen Bobica's items? He bought Boots of Travel there towards the end so he could get back into the fight, I think, but he's got a Radiance, which is interesting.
Okay.
Obviously the mischance working even when you're in egg, so that's nice. It's kind of like the Brewmaster split. Always keeps the Radiance on the Earth Panda still as well.
Newbee wanting to show some aggression now, you know. They didn't... Did they even lose a single hero?
Yeah, they lost Faith on the Venge, which is fine. That was just to save the SCCC Alk. Have they given Ags to anybody yet? Okay, they've given it to the Marana.
Okay, this is what we expected.
If you can give this Void the next Ags so he has Chrono up every 60 seconds, it would be massive for Newbee. So they can actually try and take
he's
fights.
already got one.
Oh, he's just been given it then? Okay.
Yeah.
That's insane then.
I want the Elder Titan Ags now.
Oh, the Elder Titan Axe is so underwhelming. It's so bad.
It's disarm, right?
It's disarm, but you can purge it off with like Manta or BKB and stuff. So it's so rubbish. 4,200 gold you'd have to spend normally for it.
What's Venge's Ags? Is that the...
That's the illusion on death. Like another. It's like you're respawned again almost.
I thought that was Wraith Kings.
No, like you die on the Venge, and then you have an illusion that you can control all the spells with as well.
Right. Okay.
But it stays alive until you're back up again.
Oh. Okay.
Which is really cool. So you can keep using the Wave of Terrors, keep using stuns.
Oh, maybe Faith will get the next one.
You have swap again.
On it.
Yeah, he'll definitely get the next Ags on the Venge over the ET. It's really good. There's some people that in CIS region especially, they just go Brown Boots Ags on some Venge games because it's so good. And Faith might actually have some net worth then as well, which is first time for everything for him today.
Yeah. Or sacrificial Faith.
It works, though.
Aster are back. You know, we said earlier on in the game that this game would be very, very even in terms of actual like the fighting going on.
Yes.
The team fights
going on. They just smoked under a ward, so
running forward, so they're still going to get the chrono, but they miss. Oh, Sylar blinks away, and now the stun up faces Void. Well, does pass herself onto the side of it anyway. Down goes the Void. Ursberg going to slow down the chase, but the jump forward. He gets the duel out onto the Elder Titan. What can they do? Can they follow up with this?
Oh, the decrypt.
Actually, Wakey going very, very low. Will fall. Now they've got the Fiend Script out onto the Alchemist as well. Can they do the damage? There's Sylar chunking away at him, but SCCC so damn tanky. They can't finish off this kill, just keeping them stun locked, both of them together.
Long range artillery.
Yeah, just locking both of them down for the count. It was actually the Marana's Ethereal Blade, which
not
went out onto the Alk.
I was going to say that's a really unfortunate thing to do if you actually don't use the decrypt with the duel, but yeah, a really good pickup by here on the Rana here in the blade.
Agreed.
And all of like if you look at the net worths now, all of a sudden, because of these Ags that the Alk's giving away, the Marana and the Void are suddenly just right back in the game.
Yeah. It's a 4.2k gold increase. Oh, does it affect their net worth?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it takes it away from the Alk and gives it to the other heroes.
Right, makes sense.
And he's almost got the next Ags on the Alk as well. He's really close.
The Ag store is well and truly in business, and
Chrono's up again.
Oh, yep, using it onto the Phantom Assassin. Can they actually bring it down? The sleep is
Nightmare.
out, going to help her for a while. Now she can pop the BKB and turn this run around with the multiple daggers stunning up too. Going on to Mugi here. What can you do? SCCC playing around. They're swapping back. Phantom Assassin. She's going to go down. Mugi gets the kill. Now looking for more. Aetherlens. Aeon Death, sorry, popped on the Pugner. Woken up again by XXS. Newbee. They're happy with what they've got. Now they can look at Roshan. He is indeed up.
Really nice by Wakesy there. He actually used the Solar Crest on the Marana when the PA jumped in. Just kept her alive for so long. It was really nice just having that extra boost of armor.
And you know, this is Aster being countered with items, I would say. You know, they've got the Legion Commander and the PA as their two main sources of damage. Extremely single target. So you just get this the Ethereal Blade, which is doing so much to the dual targets. And then you've got the what's the other one? The Solar Crest, which is also fantastic against both of them as well. So
I think the fact that this Void has the Ags upgrade, though, is the biggest thing this game. They're going to be constantly looking to fight now. They've got no cooldowns to wait for, really. You know, maybe the Splitter, but it's 100 seconds, but you can take fights without it. It doesn't really matter that much. The Chrono's the biggest thing here, and they've given themselves a win condition now where if they kill the PA again, that'll be a dieback. So this Roche fight's really important now for Aster, where they have to get this on the PA.
Well, there you go, Vengeful Spirit. Have yourself an Agnims.
Look at that net worth chart. Faith's up to 9th for the first time today, I think. That's yeah, let's give him a clap, guys.
Congratulations, Faith. Big moment for him. Despite winning every game as well.
Oh, he's an amazing player. Don't take anything away from him, but...
Probably sounded extremely patronising, but...
Yeah, we mean it in a respectful way, though.
Yeah,
you know? But he does so well with so little net worth.
That's exactly the point I was about to make, yeah. Like, that's the... you know, like the PPDs and the, you know...
Solos.
Yeah. These players were fantastic captains and just really, really good at playing with nothing, and so that you can just move your resources to the rest of your team. It's super, super valuable. And
I mean, I know Wakesy's the drafter for Newbee, but I don't know who makes the in-game calls.
I'm almost certain it's Faith.
I would assume so, yeah.
Bit too fresh-blooded.
Aeon just gets popped on the Pugler, though. Which might be pretty bad going into this Roche fight.
It's so tense. This Roshan could decide everything, and they go for the duel straight away onto the Mirana. It's a good catch, but there's a Chronosphere. Brilliantly done to lock them both down as they go straight away on to D-Stones, who just gets blown up. XXS going to follow as well, but Sylar jumping in. That's a double crit. He gets Faith, and the Face's Void.
Oh, he stuns himself.
Alchemist stunned on the side. Are they going to try and follow up with this one? Fenrir inside the pit gets the Fiend's Grip up onto the Alchemist. S-Triple-C is dead. Aster coming forwards. They're looking for more. There is no more, so they go into the Roshan's pit. Or are they looking for something else? What's on their minds?
What are they... maybe they're a little bit worried about a Void buyback, but he actually doesn't have the gold. They obviously don't know that, but...
They need to get this Roshan here, I feel. I'm very, very surprised they're not going for this.
There was a nice nightmare there by the Bane to try and keep the Pugner alive, but unfortunately didn't work out. And that's the thing, imagine if he had that Aeon Disc in that fight there, Pugner, instead of it being procced mid randomly.
Yeah, yeah.
Would have made this... His Chrono not completely useless, but...
It wouldn't have been as good as it was. But, man, that double crit through the Faceless Void and the Venge really did a lot for Aster in that fight. Like, jeez. Don't group up, guys. Don't group up. Sylar can be very dangerous. Also, these stifling daggers are crazy with, like, just bashing people. Like, Sylar keeps getting these double bashes out from these stifling daggers, which is madness.
Yeah, if you think about it, if you're throwing 3 daggers, then... Yeah, it's triple stifling dagger, so, you know, if you're all randomly getting 1 stun every time you throw a dagger, it's so valuable. It doesn't matter which one it is, as long as you're stunning a hero.
Yeah. And it can stun, it can crit, you know, it can do extra damage with the Monkey King bar, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nuts. And gives you, obviously, gives you a load of health as well.
The damage doesn't get... The damage is flat from the dagger.
What do you mean?
So, like, it's... I don't know if... yeah, I think MKB does proc, actually. I'm lying, sorry. That's,
dirty.
I had a moment there, that was all.
Dirty, dirty liar. Yeah, I just watched it crit on all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Refresher Orb on PA.
Okay.
No buyback. Double
BKB, double Abyssal. 6 daggers.
6 daggers. Now we're talking. Let's go.
Where's the... What's the word for that? What's the... Because obviously quintuple would be 5. Is it septuple?
Sextuple?
I think you... I think sep is 7, isn't it? So yeah, I think it's sextuple daggers.
Good job on not giggling, by the way. I think we're holding up a very professional view here. And here we go. BKB is used, jumping straight in, but that Mirana disappears. Chrono comes out, just about catches the Legion Commander with the Aspida as well, but they've got the Fiend's Grip onto the Faceless Void. There's nothing he can do for this fight. Now the egg ends, and they're just destroying the Faceless Void. The Elder Titan as well, dropping very low. Will fall down. The Time Walk away does come out. They actually get the quick turnaround kill onto Fenrir, but Aster already looking pretty... Moogie dies again?
They got a crit on the dagger, and then the Dagon just came out from the pocket.
Oh, no. Aster, what are you doing?
Why are they not just going for the end?
Don't know.
They know ET and Mirana both don't have buyback. maybe they
playing
feel
it
confident
carefully. You know, it's been a long game, 51 minutes. Aster, they want to keep their cool. They don't want to pop their lids.
Maybe I mean, they're pretty confident that they can just take the Roche and then end the game anyway, I think, so.
Refresher Orb was used, by the way. I didn't quite see what for. I'm guessing for a double Abyssal with the double
No, you still got the shard on the PA.
No, the Refresher Orb.
Oh, the Orb, right, okay. I thought you meant he just used it there for some reason. I was like, what?
Oh.
Oh.
And, well, in we go onto the barracks. Aster, 16k gold advantage, but more importantly, they have the Aegis. They're pushing forwards here with 2 heroes dead on Newbee. How much damage can they do in this time? And more importantly, are they going to stay afterwards? Like, is this? Do they try and end the game right now?
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're not just trying to end the game. I feel like they could have made that play there, but they're playing it safe.
Should get megas.
Yeah, they'll definitely get megas here. I'm 100%. Well, not 100%.
100%. All right, guys, if they don't get megas,
you can tweet me. Yeah.
Yep.
Tell me how angry you are.
Abuse. Tier 3 will fall, and the final barracks. You know, outside's back in 9 seconds. You know.
They can try and hold against the megas, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, they haven't. Oh, jumping straight in though. Vengeance dead. Faith just dies here, but does have the buyback. Meanwhile, playing around with the illusion. Take that out as well.
He did use the refresher shard for that though, just to make sure.
Okay. I'm back, guys.
Sorry, we must have lagged a bit there between us, I think.
Yes.
Just in the mics.
Just,
I mean, he has to try and commit on Inflame. That's the problem, especially with his Mirana just about to revive again. But
did the PA blink Phantom Strike down to the low ground, right?
Yes. Onto his ally.
The moment the Chrono came out, right? It wasn't. Yeah.
It was pretty close.
Pretty close. Swap out. Hex as
break.
well. Phantom Assassin just dies. Blown up. No buyback either. Oh, it does have buyback. My mistake. Now SC Triple C. Well, the taunt is onto the wrong one. Tries to go for the duel. Fails. Now popping that BKB. Inflame jumping forwards though. The stun is out as well from the Alchemist. They're surrounding this Legion Commander and bringing her down. XXS getting low. Legion Commander, what can you do? The moment of courage is doing something. It's doing something. It's got the Aegis as well when he comes back. Down goes the Legion. Get those boots back in your inventory, go on. Stomp coming out. There's the Hex coming back again. Legion Commander surrounded and brought down. XXS takes a grave. Yeah. And Newbee with the hold. They're still against Mega Creeps, but maybe they can force some buybacks and bring this game to a more even setting.
Yeah, that was really nice by Inflame and Faith, that fight there, where they got the swap back into the instant Silver Edge hit. They used the Hex on the Mirana at the same time, and the PA, they don't have any kind of defensive capability on the dire side except maybe a Nightmare, but you know, Fenrir, not even with the Aether Lens, could react that quickly to the PA getting blown up.
Yeah, completely.
Is Bobica going to try and cut a creep wave here? Is he being that cheeky?
I think he is. I think he is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is really important.
That's so nice. Because it means that Newbee have to keep this one creep wave alive that they have. Otherwise they're going to have to wait so long for another one.
Can they poke at it? I don't think they can poke it down though. Unless like Phoenix jumps in with the egg just to kill creeps, which sounds okay. Am I wrong?
One sec. So I'm just watching this desperately.
Yeah, okay, so they kill the creeps, and now the Chrono comes out onto the egg, and the Phoenix Grip's gonna keep it alive. The egg's not gonna go down. It actually goes off. Bobica does it. Now XXS coming back in with the BKB, jumping forwards. He's gonna use that taunt onto the Alchemist, keep him locked down, go for the kill. Meanwhile, the Void has fallen. Faith is dead as well. Alchemist not looking very good right now. He's gonna die. 124 seconds, no buyback. Wixie going down as well. Legion with the chase. Hello, sir. Give me your gem. Give me your life. Give me this game. GG is called, and Aster have done it. Game 2 goes to Aster, bringing them to a 2-1 lead over Newbee.
What an absolute disaster of a last fight for Newbee. They get the Chrono off, but the egg comes out just in time, and they can't quite... Oh, the grip as well.
Split seconds. You know, there were some fantastic Chronos coming out for Inflame this game. Absolutely phenomenal Chronos throughout the game. And it's a shame that we're probably only going to remember those last two, which were kind of iffy. Unfortunate though, very, very, you know, the reactions needed and the reactions which Team Aster had were absolutely perfect and very, very quick, but a very close and exciting Game 2 coming forwards. So,
Aster, 1 game away from qualifying to ESL Hamburg.
Yeah, very, very close. They can smell it. They can taste it in the air. And will the taste of victory lead them to an easy 4th game?
Dota's a game of momentum. They've got the momentum behind them now. It's the first loss for Newbee today. How are they going to react to it? Have to wait and see.
That's true. That's true as well. But, you know, just saying, you know.
You did say 3-1 to Aster, didn't you? I'm very impressed.
Looking good.
So you made a...
Yeah. get in the bid. Goodbye. Alrighty then, we're going to be back with maybe the final game if Aster could do it. Yeah, in the China qualifiers. So stick around, and we'll see you after a quick break.
ESL One Hamburg is brought to you in part by Intel, Mercedes-Benz, Vodafone, DHL, Alienware, Logitech G.